Nina Simone, Dr. Simone, a very warm welcome to the program.
Thank you, Tim Sebastian. You have the same name as Bach, my first love.
I can't lose with that, can I?
No, you can't.
You can't, but I can. Tell me about music as a political weapon, which you've used it as.
Oh, now, that's a hard one. As a political weapon, it has helped me for 30 years defend the rights of American blacks and third world people all over the world, to defend them with protest songs. And it helps to change the world.
When you get up on the stage and you sing, what's in your mind? Just the singing?
To move the audience, to make them conscious of what has been done to my people around the world.
So you sing from anger?
No, I sing from intelligence. I sing from letting them know that I know who they are and what they have done to my people around the world. That's not anger.
Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, The Trending Topics. I'm your host, Beryl. So it's my first video. I'm so happy to be able to record this video with you guys today. So today I'm just here to welcome you all. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm very grateful that you have been here with me. We are going to talk about one of the greatest women in history. May her soul rest in peace. Her name is Nina Simone. As you have watched the video, you'll be able to identify that she is an iconic woman. She is unapologetically she's unapologetically smart, brave, confident, poised. I mean, watching the interview is one of the greatest things you have been able to see, considering it was during those times. So we're going to talk about the lessons about Nina Simone and what exactly
as a political weapon, it has helped me for 30 years defend the rights of American blacks and third world people all over the world, to defend them with protest songs. And it helps to change the world.
When you get up on the stage and you sing, what's in your mind? Just the singing?
To move the audience, to make them conscious of what has been done to my people around the world.
So you sing from anger?
No, I sing from intelligence. I sing from letting them know that I know who they are and what they have done to my people around the world. That's not anger. Anger has its place. Anger has fire, and fire moves things. But I sing from intelligence. I don't want them to think that I don't know who they are, darling.
Who are they?
They are the white people around the world, with the exception of Nelson Mandela, whom I met this year. I went to his marriage and his anniversary in 1998.
And you weren't disappointed?
Oh no, my God, he's a saint. He's the greatest person on the planet.
How much does fame mean to you? How much does your success mean to you?
My success means a great deal to me, and my stage presence and being on stage means a great deal to me. My music is first in my life.
And what's second? What do you sacrifice for your music?
I don't sacrifice anything for my music. But secondly, I would love to be married you know. I think I'll marry the cameraman over there. But I would love to be married. I have a man of my own, but that's second to my music. My music, nothing takes its place. Nothing.
You've been married before. Have you been,
I've been married
unlucky?
twice.
Unlucky at love?
Yeah, unlucky at marriages. Not so unlucky at love.
Lots of love, few marriages.
Yes, 2 marriages.
Why didn't they work out?
The music got in the way. In the one where I married the cop from the United States, the music got in the way, and he treated me like a horse. You know, a non-stop workaholic horse. And the one in Tunisia, well, that was very hot, like a volcano. And his family didn't want him to move to France, and France didn't want him because he's a North African.
And the volcano didn't last?
No, but it lasted long enough for me never to forget it, I'll tell you that.
Among all the unforgettable things and unforgettable people in your life, there was Martin Luther King, wasn't there?
Oh, yes. Well, I marched with him. I knew him. I composed a song for him. I knew his wife, all his children, and I was in the Selma March with him and the march on Alabama, at Miles College in Alabama, and the march on Washington. I was right beside his side.
We saw the public face of him, we saw the public man. What was he like in those private moments when he was out of the public eye?
Darling, he was always on stage. His dedication was of such immense proportion that he never forgot for a minute that he was there to lead my people. He never forgot that for a minute. And when he was not on stage, he was still on stage. He was always talking about equal rights.
You've said in the past that you would have worked to try to get him to the presidency. Do you think realistically that he could ever have had a shot at the presidency?
Yes, he could have. Yes, he could have, baby. He could have if he hadn't gotten killed and we'd had a little bit more support.
You really think that America was ready for a black president?
Yes, I do.
Because even black politicians in Washington these days say they don't think that's the case.
Well, not now. Jesse Jackson was no match for him. There's not been a man since then. And his dream came true with Nelson Mandela, because Nelson got it done in South Africa.
So the same thing that was done in South Africa could
have been done in the United States. Yes, I distinctly believe that. I need a cigarette. You're making me hot. Can I have a light, please? Go ahead.
How did you feel when he died?
Oh, God, man, I was devastated. I wrote a song in his honor the next day called "The King of Love is Dead."
How much did that devastate you? I mean, what did it do to
Oh,
your
I
life?
think I must have cried for 2 weeks. And it killed my inspiration for the civil rights movement. I'm ready. In the United States, and I moved away.
You were also scared, weren't you? Because of all the killing that was going on, because
Yes, I was
Jack
scared.
Kennedy was killed, Robert Kennedy was killed. Did you think they were coming after you?
Not only that, the FBI was after me.
They had a file on you, didn't
In Washington.
they? You never saw it, did you?
No, we were told about it, and it's in my book. I wrote a book called "I Put a Spell on You," and in there, and I did a film called Nina Simone, La Legend, and it's in there that the FBI has a file on me, and they went to Curtis Institute of Music, where I was rejected as for a scholarship, and asked Vladimir Sokolov if I had ever been mixed up in the rebellion. And he said they never found anything, but they actually went to Curtis Institute and inquired about me.
Dr. Simone, you were born in North Carolina.
Yes, I
Tryon,
was.
in North Carolina. Very poor, your family.
Very poor. Yes, very poor.
Was there not
A
enough
lot
to
of
eat?
love.
A lot of love, but
A lot of love.
not much to eat?
At times, my mother had a saying. She said, well, we don't know what we're going to get dinner tonight, but I'll pray and it'll come. And sure enough, she prayed and it came. She's been a minister for 57 years. She's now 97 years old.
And you first sang in her church, didn't you? What was that like?
Oh, it was fun because I had never studied the piano. I was a child prodigy. So when they got up and started shouting, I started playing.
Literally sat down and started
playing. The first song I played was God Be With You Till We Meet Again. I played that at 3 years old.
And then you went on to train as a classical pianist.
Yes.
That was your love, wasn't it? Really?
Yes.
Classical
I'm not over
piano.
it. I'm not over it yet.
Are you disappointed that you didn't, in the end, become what you and your parents wanted to be, which was the first black concert pianist?
Yes, because we don't have any. All we have is Andre Watts, and they don't accept him very much because he's part German. The blacks don't accept him, but they would have accepted me.
At the age of 12, you were playing in a library, weren't you? In a music library.
Yeah, it was my first recital.
And something happened. Somebody said something to your parents, didn't they?
Yeah,
What
they
did
put them
say?
in the back of the room to watch me, and I got up bravely. I was only 12, and I said, if my parents don't sit in the front seat, I don't play.
And they were put there because they were
That's
black.
right.
How did that make you feel?
It was my first encounter with racism. My favorite record that I listen to now is Marian Anderson, who is the world's first black contralto. I listen to her every morning. She wakes me up and gives me inspiration to start the day. She sings a song, "Oh, rest in the Lord, wait patiently for him, and he will give you your heart's desire, and he will give you your heart's desire."
Religion is deeply ingrained in you.
Deeply ingrained.
All religions?
All religions.
You've got
I
a
don't
lot
believe,
of religion.
I don't
interest
believe,
in religion.
I don't believe in any one religion. No, I don't believe in any one religion. I believe in Allah. I believe in the Hindu religion because I studied yoga for 21 years. I believe in Buddhism. I believe in all of them because they're necessary for the sheep, darling. The sheep have to have something to follow, and religion is necessary. I believe in all of them.
So when you got turned down by the Curtis School in Philadelphia, you needed to make some money, didn't you?
Yes, I
So
did,
you
to help my parents.
So you started playing in bars and supper parties? And,
Yes, I did.
What was that like?
It was awful.
But it got you some money?
Got me $90 a week, 50 of which I gave my parents.
And they came to Philadelphia to be close to you?
Yes, they did.
What was your big break?
My big break was going to Atlantic City and playing in a supper club and singing the song Porgy, which was given to me by a fan, a student there, and he liked Billie Holiday. I can't stand her, but he liked her, and he asked me if I would sing it. So since I didn't have to practice the piano while I was cleaning up my room in Atlantic City to work every night from 9 to 4, I learned the song and first sang it there in a bar. And an agent heard me and took me to New York and put it on a record.
And then in 1957 came Carnegie Hall.
That's right.
Huge success, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
But something disappointed you because you wrote a letter to your parents, didn't you?
I don't remember that now.
You apparently wrote a letter to your parents saying, this is where you wanted me to play, but I should have been playing Bach.
Yes, I
Your
did.
favorite composer.
I did. I did do that.
So this was your glory occasion, but you were still disappointed?
Well, I loved the audience, but I wasn't playing classical music, and I wanted to be. And so I wrote, and I quote again what you have just said, I wrote, yes, I'm in Carnegie Hall finally, but I'm not playing Bach.
And then came My Baby Just Cares for Me.
Oh, well, now that's years later.
Years later, but it was huge, wasn't it?
Yes, it was
It
huge.
started out as a song for an ad, wasn't it?
No, it started out as a piece of Play-Doh for children in England. It started out as a video for children, and then it got bigger and bigger, and everybody started to hear it, and it became very famous, and it's the most famous song I have recorded.
People say it turned you from cult into legend.
Yeah, I think so.
You think that's right?
Yeah, I think so.
So you knew after that you were on your way.
Yeah, I was on my way before that because, let's face it, I was playing around the world before then. I heard about it in Switzerland.
When you left America in 1972, you left because you couldn't stand
Racism.
just that.
Racism.
You couldn't stand it any longer.
I couldn't stand it.
Walking
I still
down the
can't
street.
stand it. Crossing the street. You get racism crossing the street. You get it in it's in the very fabric of American society.
You can't stand to go to America?
No, I can't. I went this year for the first time, right? 2 times, and I worked at Newark's new stadium and Seattle. And they were so happy and surprised to see me because they hadn't seen me in how many years, Clifton?
7.
In 7 years.
But you didn't feel well treated?
This time, yes. This time they were more than happy to see me. They hadn't seen me so long they thought I was dead.
But you wouldn't go back and live there?
No way.
And you keep telling them that?
No way am I going to ever go back there and live. And I'm not the only one. Josephine Baker went back twice. And after her second time, she never went back.
So you traveled to Liberia, didn't you?
Oh, yes.
And that was apparently the happiest time in your life.
It was.
Why?
I was at home. And you remember that Liberia had a liaison with America. So it was known as a place for blacks whom they could not contain. And they were all rich. I lived on the beach. I had house servants. And the president's daughter gave me a house on the beach. I stayed on the beach every damn day. It was fantastic. I was happier there, and what's more, I got engaged to the foreign minister's father, who was at that time 70 years old.
But he was killed, wasn't he?
Yes, he was killed. They killed 13 of them.
In a coup.
In a coup.
Life seems to have gone wrong for you after that,
No,
didn't it?
I wouldn't say that. My music has always lifted me, and I've had a few love affairs that have lifted me. Life hasn't gone wrong for me. I've been unlucky. No, I haven't been. No, I have no complaints about my life.
But in 1978, in England, you told a newspaper, my personal life is a shambles, I'm black, and I've been struggling for half my life.
Well, that's true. My personal life was a shambles, and it still is. I don't have a lover. I have a friend, but not a lover. My personal life has been a shambles because everything has had to be sacrificed for the music.
But then there were reports in the late 70s of a drug overdose and
No.
you're
wait,
running
no.
out of money and
I ran
being
out of
homeless
money.
and-
I wasn't homeless. I've never been homeless. That's a lie.
You also seem to have had a lot of problems with the music industry.
Yes,
Racketeers you've talked about.
for God's sakes, they don't pay you. I still have 60 albums being pirated in England right now.
Nobody's actually paying you for these?
No. I have a great lawyer from San Francisco, and he goes after as many pirates as he can, but he can't catch them all. They run the streets too fast. I've been pirated all over the world.
When you get up on a stage now, and they said this in 1987 when you were at Ronnie Scott's jazz club in
yes.
London. They said you get the whole Nina Simone when she comes up on the stage. You get her mood, you get her monologue, you get the music. Is this the whole Nina Simone experience when
That's
you get
true.
up on a stage?
That's right.
And you keep them waiting until you're ready.
That's right, all the time.
Why?
Why? Because I have to be composed, I have to be poised, I have to remember what my first piano teacher taught me. You do not touch that piano until you are ready and until they are ready to listen to you. You just make them wait.
How do you judge that moment?
Oh, I judge it from my head and from my instincts.
And then when it's ready, then when you're happy and the crowd is happy.
When they're ready, I play for them.
Is it always a buzz? Is it always a huge kick for you?
Yes, it's always a huge kick.
To get better with the years?
Yes, it does.
In what way?
You're here.
In what way? Do you still enjoy it as much?
Oh, yes, I enjoy it as much.
You happy to keep traveling as much as you do? I mean, you're on the road constantly. Never get tired?
Yes, I get very tired. I stay tired. But I don't mind being on the road for my music.
Before I let you go, one question. There is a report that at a business meeting once, you pulled out a knife.
I sure damn did.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
Why?
Because, oh dear. Because there was a record company.
You were about to say something you
I
shouldn't.
can't say. I was a record company that stole my albums and didn't pay me, and they came to Switzerland, and I said, where's my money? And they said, we're not going to give you any money. I said, oh, yes, you are. And I got a gun. It was a gun. It wasn't a knife. And I followed him to a restaurant, and I tried to kill him. I missed him, and I went back to America.
You actually pulled the trigger?
Oh, excuse me. Yes, I did.
and felt better for it.
Oh, yes. Sorry I didn't get him.
So now we've advertised that side of your life, and you say that you're still looking for a lover. Men are going to be a bit nervous of you, aren't they?
They are very.
Do you manage to put them at ease?
No.
And you don't try too hard?
No, I don't try. Yes, I try hard, but I refuse to cook or to clean.
So they've got to take you as you are.
They've got to take me as I am and recognize that I'm a star as well as a woman, and they have to deal with the two.
And treat you properly.
Definitely.
Nina Simone, Dr. Simone, it's been a great pleasure having you on the program.
Can I say one more thing? I'm a doctor. Do you know why?
You're a doctor of humanities?
Yes.
From the Malcolm X University in Chicago?
Yeah.
And a doctor of music?
From Amherst College in Amherst, Massachusetts. Okay.
Thank you for setting the record straight. It's been a great pleasure.
An iconic woman. She's unapologetically sorry. She's unapologetically smart, brave, confident, poised. I mean, watching the interview is one of the greatest things you have been able to see, considering it was during those times. So we're going to talk about the lessons about Nina Simone and what exactly I was able to pick from that, and what I can see or use in my life as a woman to impact change, or just something fun that we have seen Nina Simone during her life. So if you have been able to identify one of those things, you can comment down below. Subscribe, guys. Like my videos. Please comment down below what interested you in the interview that you watched, what you have seen, what you liked, what you enjoyed about Nia Simone, and yeah, that's all. Thank you. So the video, what we are able to actually see is that Nina Simone is a very creative woman, considering that she was born in 1933. She died in 2003. She is an American singer, an activist, and also a pianist. So she's all of that. What talents do you have? Personally, let me think. I can sing. I believe I'm not a certified singer, but have you found me in the showers? I'm Beyonce. So yeah, Nina Simone is a singer, pianist, and an activist. She was born in North Carolina. She is known to be having that distinctive voice, and she has the ability to blend it all in different music styles, in jazz, blues, um, gospel, folk songs, classical, pop. So you can imagine how creative she is, right? So those are some of the things that make Nina Simone to be very distinctive and to be quite unique. Yeah. So she grew up from a let me say a Christian background where Christianity was deeply rooted. So she was able to identify her talent through singing of the gospel in church, and yeah, you could just see her talent pop during those times, and they enhanced it and worked on it, and now she's that iconic woman that everybody can relate to, no matter where you are in the part of the world. So another thing about her is that, like I said, she's bold. Did I say that? Did I mention she's bold? um Let me just think if you maybe know one of the songs. Let me try and sing it out. If you think I'm supposed to be a singer, comment down below. So the songs she was able to sing that I think up to now you can relate to, most of you. And I'm feeling good, did it good. So sad to say, that's the only line I can relate to. So how can I say this? She sorry, I have a hoarse voice currently because I have a flu. Pardon me. Just a moment, let me okay. Sorry about that. It's the allergies, guys. So one thing about Nina Simone is that she's the song that I sang for you, and I'm feeling good. I don't know why if I sing I have to close my eyes. I feel like you get to hear my voice better. Um Another thing about her is that, let me just think. So during the interview that you've just watched, you can notice that she was able to literally ask the interviewer that it's hot in here, you're making me hot. Can I get a cigarette? And she smoked. Like, bold woman. Excuse me? Can I get a cigarette? So like those are some of the things that I was able to identify making her bold, and see that she's someone who knows herself, can express herself, considering the challenges that she's faced on issues about mental health illness, and who doesn't have mental health issues nowadays? Who? But she's still iconic. I mean, it's Nina Simone, right? Another thing that we've been able to see throughout her career is that she created a platform where civil for African American empowerment, and she also became a voice of change to many Americans in history and Black Americans, literally everybody worldwide. She is a voice of change through her songs. You'll be able to see that she expresses all her emotions, what they've been through, what needs to be done, the changes that need to be done. If you listen closely, they do have hidden meanings, and you'll be able to literally relate to them. She's against racism, she's against inequality, she's able to speak it out loud. In 1933, there's a lot of racism going on in the States, so she's very bold. She's considered to be among leaders like Nelson Mandela, considering she's a woman. So during her time, inequality in women was very rampant. So hi guys again. Okay, so another thing that we've been able to learn about Nina Simone is that she's unapologetically smart, ambitious, focused, bold. She doesn't cook, she doesn't clean, because she wants men to take her as she is, because she's a star. She's a woman that needs to be treated well. She is a woman that needs to be treated well because she knows she is a star. So ladies, all I can say is that if you know what you bring to the table, then they're gonna treat you smart. But she wasn't lucky in marriage, so. But Cardi said, I don't cook, I don't clean, and anybody that uses that verse seems to be unlucky in marriage. So, guys, don't use it often. That's my advice. Don't use it often. So, in the song that I just sang to you, and I'm feeling good. So we're able to see that Nina Simone is able to express herself. She's this young, black, ambitious, bold African American woman who expresses herself through her music. So the song "Feeling Good" is able to show us that how America was able to view Black Americans, mostly women, during those times. They didn't have a voice, so Nina Simone was able to come up with her voice. She's been able to create a platform where she encourages people to fight for freedom and equality, gave Black women a voice. She gave Black women a voice and a platform to express themselves, for them not to feel like they are not equal, they are not treated fairly. They are all equal, no matter the color, no matter where you come from. We are human. We have a red blood. We have the same purpose in life. So, guys, Nina Simone has been very impactful in our lives till date, even if she's still resting. Um, we have been able to learn a lot from her, and I'm going to do more videos about different people, different topics, and I hope that if you have an idea what I should talk about, you can comment down below. I'll be able to respond to them and try to do more videos about them. So thank you guys. Bye.